Hello everybody. Today I would like to talk about my Amadinda-Player. This is a player I designed using the software Pure Data. And what I did is I sampled my Amadinda. For those of you who don't know much about Amadinda, you could check out my video where I explain the basics of Amadinda. It's a pretty interesting, structurally interesting music. In Amadinda music, there's always like two patterns that are interlocking. And Professor Kubik, who wrote this book here, he transcribed many of these compositions, and you can look them up in this book. And there's always two patterns that are interlocking. Now there's also Akadinda music, where the second player or the second players always play two notes in between the spaces of the first pattern. So it's going to be played a little bit slower for the first player, but the result is equally very fast. Now let's have a look at the player here. Here is my Okunaga pattern. This is the first pattern. It has 18 notes, and here's the player, here's the sample player part. Now here's the second player, here's the second sample player and the other pattern. Now I'm going to start the player hitting space and let you hear what player 1, I can adjust the volume over here. Let's hear what player 1 sounds like at a medium tempo, let's say. So that's the pattern. Right, that's a pentatonic pattern. Easy to follow, I think. And here's the second pattern, and we have to consider the entrance point. Now in the book, it says exactly where the entrance point is, and in this case here, it's right before the end, right at the just about at the end of the first pattern. So it's going to we're gonna come in here. Right? So I'm going to reset both patterns, and I'm going to emulate starting with the first pattern and then turning up the second pattern. Right. There's a third player, he's called Umukunezi, and he plays a resulting pattern of the two lowest notes in the pentatonic scale. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to start the player 1 and 2 again. By the way, that's the song that I play with Albert in my other video. You can check it out as well. Now, if I want player to play another composition, I simply need to change the patterns. Now, the composition Olutalor Vensinsi has a different pattern. It's 4 3 4 3 3 3 4 3 4 4 2 2, right? It's a 12 note pattern. The other pattern is only 3 notes, so I'm gonna change the pattern length here, and also need to change the entrance point. And here we go. Now this player can also play Akadinda music. As I said, in Akadinda there are 2 notes falling in between the spaces of the first pattern. And I've prepared a composition here, and I had to make a few changes to fill in these 2 notes. Here's the Okunaga pattern. Let's listen to that one. Right? And these notes are going to fall in between, so 4 3 5 4 and so on. Let's listen to that. Speed up a little bit. So this is my Amadinda player. I could program it to play any of those compositions. And thanks for watching.